Okay, so we're here for Pioneer Days, and tell us a little bit about where we are and what is Pioneer Day all about.
Well, you're at the LaPorte County Fairgrounds in the Pioneer Village, and the village has 12 buildings, and we have a Christmas open house. As you can see, we're all decorated. Everything except the lights, of course, is handmade and primitive of what it would have been in the 1800s. All the people working here in the buildings are volunteers. Other events during the year, we have about 150 volunteers. For this event, we have about 40. So there's people in every building doing something.
What types of things can we find by peeking in each one of these cabins?
Our log cabin, which we built ourselves, is basically, they'll tell you about the cabin. It has a big walk-in fireplace. We have a blacksmith shop. They're making reindeer shoes today since it's the right season, and steel candy canes if you'd like to try one of those. We have a guy casting toy soldiers, and then we have the Quilt Shop. The Quilt Shop, of course, is filled with quilters, and they're making quilts that we'll use this summer in an auction. We have a general store. They're selling items that basically hard candies, that type thing that would have been of that era. We have a woodworking shop, and this year at Christmas they're making toys. And then we have what's called the Artisan Barn, but we don't have it full, it's not heated. But we have Santa's sleigh in there and a giant rocking chair and a covered wagon so that you can take pictures. And then we have an antique barn way in the back. Santa Claus is back there, but it's the Santa Claus with the long robe from the 1800s. So that's the way it was back then. So basically those are our buildings right here. And they're all, like I say, with volunteers in them doing the job this year.
You know, I asked you before we started, how much does this cost a family or individual? And I was quite shocked to find out what the cost is, and how is that possible? What is the cost?
The cost is free.
Yeah.
There are some items, if you like to purchase while you're here, you can do that. We have a ham and bean dinner. We serve about 700 people, make about $4,000, and we use that money to put on this type of event. There's another group that's a development committee. They have fundraisers. Matter of fact, we have a big auction during the fair, which we sell the quilts and things that the artisans have made. And it's a big deal with that, and that raises the money to build the buildings. But this type of event is free.
Okay, and now can the community or someone take advantage of these cabins at a different time besides this weekend? We
have the fair, and then we also do special events. There was a big tractor show here several years ago. We were open all week. We've done tours for church groups. If you got 100 people or 50 people, we're on the internet. It's pioneerland.org. That's how you contact us. If you've got a group you want to bring out, we do that. We also do school tours. We have 5 weeks of school tours. It's a whole day program, and we do about 25 schools. So that's all volunteers too.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about where we are inside of and what takes place here.
Well, this is our brand new quilt cabin that we got just before the fair this year, in fact. This is our second cabin. This is much bigger than the last one because we usually have a lot of people come in here, and we usually have at least 2 frames up, which you can see. So we were a little bit cramped in the other one, and the quilts do tend to bring in a better part of half of our Pioneer Land auction.
How many quilters do you have?
There's about 13, 14 of us, and we will meet every Sunday afternoon, all year. And then toward fair, we're going to up that up a couple days probably and meet a day and an evening because we have to get quilts ready for the auction.
Well, it looks like you guys have fun while you're quilting.
We do.
And raising
we have
money.
A lot of fun. Yes, we do. We've developed quite a sisterhood with all of us, and so while there's no rules and while there's no guilt if you don't come, you know, if you miss a couple times, someone's on the phone finding out if everything's okay.
Are you making all different sizes of quilts for sale, or did they just sell at one point in time for your auction?
We go from wall hangings to king-size quilts for auction, and the only time we sell quilts is at auction.
Oh.
You'll see things for sale here during Christmas that keeps us in thread and batting for the year, but they're not quilts. All of our quilts will go to the Pioneer Land auction, which is the last Saturday at LaPorte County Fair.
All right, well, thank you very much.
So thank you for coming and visiting us. We always love it. We always have coffee. So Sunday afternoon, if you get over this way, you're more than beside this. You're welcome to stop in.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.